I could say he should do to say
he's done it all. He won that championship. That was it.
Everything. He's done everything. He's scored a lot of assists.
The only thing that can cap off his career is becoming Mr. Basketball.
So why is it that when I watch Ryan Odom, did I feel like he's the best player? Every time I watch Ryan Odom play, I feel like I'm seeing something special. Like I'm seeing something that I'm not gonna maybe not see again. I said that for a long time. BJ Boston was my favorite high school player in Georgia. I don't get that feeling that I'm seeing something I'll never see again. It's the Love of the Game podcast. We back. We in the building. We live. Y'all already know what time it is. We're a little short, but that's okay. It's more shots, dog. Huff, I don't know.
We get more shots tonight. We get more shots.
Yeah, I might not pass today, bro. Locke ain't here crying about the basketball, dog. I might not pass tonight, dog, at all. I don't know, Huff. Get it off the glass, big dog.
Hey, I can do that though.
Hey, how was your week, man? Let's start there. We missed a show because we had Locke and Bryce out on Sunday coaching. We'll get a report from them when they join their practice tonight. But how was your week, dog? You got a night off?
The grind has started back. That's all I mean.
We back at it?
Back at it, school has started, so there are new times. I can just say that. There are new times.
It definitely is, man. No bubble for us, right?
No bubble at all. There's a lot of cleaning going on during the day. I can tell you that.
Facts. That's facts. NBA in full swing, bro. Like, that's the thing that I've been enjoying, even across the break, of just getting a chance to watch some games and catch some hoop. I love the NBA AAU lifestyle. I don't know how I'm gonna go back to, to regular games. I feel like no home team, no road team, no travel. Now you just getting a chance to watch guys hoop, man. I actually like what they're doing.
You can't use a crowd to get you hyped up. You just got to be ready to play and get after it.
Hey, you can't put the entire roster of the opposing team on the club flyer so that they got to go out that night. So they ain't got to, they ain't got the juice the next day. There are no tricks in this, dog. Now you just got to show up every day. You got to actually go play basketball.
That's tough for some people now.
For some.
And for others, woo, they cooking with grease.
We're going to talk about Dame Lillard on this podcast, aren't we?
Cooking with grease.
As it stands today, they are tied for 8th. I thought they clinched it yesterday.
No, not when the Suns are 8-0 in the bubble now.
That's correct. The Suns are tied 34 and 30. They're all 34 and 39 right now. Let's see who's on tonight.
I know the Suns already won today. San Antonio was down before the podcast at half because they got eliminated today when the Suns won.
Facts. This Dame Lillard show that we watching, Coach.
Ooh.
You talking about 60s and 50s?
Hey, man, that was a time, man, that at least when I was growing up, and you knew you were playing against a dog and he was just kind of cruise mode, you don't say nothing to that dog. You let that dog just lie and you try to get out the game, man.
What you say? Don't wake him up.
Don't wake him up. Don't say nothing. Don't talk no trash, man. They woke that dog up, boy.
Man, hey, what Dame has been doing has been unbelievable. They on tonight at 9. So as we get off the podcast, or we'll be ending shortly after, they'll be on against the Nets and poor Nets. It's like for Dame, now that he's in a groove, it's like playing at home every night.
Yeah. It's like,
Booker's on fire in the bubble.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He's got his coach in extension. So
I mean, I could coach anyway, though, man. No. It's been some real interesting stuff going on in the bubble.
No doubt. JR is always going to be JR.
Told y'all they shouldn't have signed that dude, but hey.
Hey, listen, somebody asked me, like, why come nobody talks about De'Aaron Fox? I was like, because he plays for the Kings.
They were on the other night, man. It was just kind of like.
Got to put some respect on Bogdanovich's name, dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's dudes that's a bucket. Hey, the Celtics will never matter. I'm going to say it consistently.
You just hate the Celtics, man.
Hey, free my boy JB. Free JB.
Hey, it's just so interesting, man, when you watch the dynamics of what can happen in these NBA playoffs. Like, Westbrook's probably going to miss some of the first round series. Philadelphia,
they're done.
Ben Simmons is out. Embiid rolled an ankle. You know, Milwaukee hasn't looked good. Toronto, man, like I look at that team and I'm going. I mean, other than Siakam and Kyle Lowry, how many dudes do you know?
What else do you need? You got a great point guard. You got a great wing. You can protect the rim. Like, hey, man, just go do what you do.
Like, I mean, is this so much? Is your mental health so much impacted in the bubble that Giannis got to headbutt somebody, man? Like, come on, man.
Giannis is going crazy because ain't no roadkill in the bubble, dog. Like Giannis, like I'm telling you.
Which kind of roadkill you talking about?
That's why the NBA has changed their rules or not changed their rules. They've gone to the next phase of now we're going to allow family, your spouses, we're going to allow some guests in the bubble.
It could be trouble.
Hey, listen, how many days before, like let's say over under, right? Before a guest of NBA player A in the bubble was, how do I say this? A acquaintance of NBA player B in the bubble who may have been invited by player B as well, but chose to go with player A. Like, how's that work?
I don't know, but I'm just waiting on the documentary for the bubble. I already heard they got one for the WNBA bubble. Like, that'll be much must-see TV right there.
We need to get whoever does Love and Hip Hop needs to be in the bubble right now, giving us what's going on.
I'm pretty sure we may get what just happened in the NFL, where dude just got cut from the Seahawks. You know, he was trying to sneak a chick up in his room, man. And he got caught.
Hey, dog, it's not worth it. But that could be, you
know.
I
guess he figured it out because I don't know what his salary was, but I guess he figured out that woman was not worth NFL minimum, maybe $375, maybe, I don't know.
Ooh, I done seen some players lose a couple stacks before in my day.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to do that. Are the Clippers and Lakers going to be okay? I think they're fine. I'll be honest. I think they're fine. I think they're bored, but I think they're fine.
We'll see.
Because at the end of the day, like, are the Lakers or the Clippers really afraid of Dallas? Like, are you scared?
No, maybe not of them. But
I don't think you're scared. I don't think you're scared of Portland either, to be real.
See, people keep saying, man, that's Portland can beat them. I'm not saying they can't.
No, you can't.
But Portland doesn't play enough D. They go on lapses. They have lulls on offense.
For sure.
Long stretches where they don't have offense. Like, so Dame's putting up points. McCollum's putting up points. Melo, Nurkic, and Gary Trent. So what else do you have? Whiteside? Like, you're going to need a little bit more than that.
I'm not going to bet on, and maybe this is wrong of me to say this. I'm not betting my money on Hassan Whiteside in the playoffs. That's my rim protection. You got to stay out of foul trouble. Like you got to deal with Anthony Davis. You got to stop Anthony Davis and LeBron at the rim. And can you bring someone in the bubble that you met in the DM? Actually, hey, the crazy part about it is that was like one of the rules they announced. No, you can't. You have to know them outside of social media. I don't know how you prove that. How do you prove that you know somebody outside of social media? You got to show your phone records.
Right. I don't.
Text message conversations like, look, we've been linking. That's going to be weird. You got younger dudes that's the way they communicate. So they may have conversations for months with.
Man, it was funny because I was just listening to a college coach on a Zoom. And he was talking about like recruiting players now. Most of them don't want you to text them there all day, every day, or call them. You know, that main mode of communication is DMs and through social media and different times.
Yeah. You better, hey, coach, you better get on Snap, or I think the kids are still using it. You gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out. Coaches, you gotta figure it out. TJ Warren been cooking, man.
So he met Jimmy Butler. Hey, Jimmy Butler don't play about his teammates either, do it. That's Chris Paul. That's Chris Paul.
Facts. He don't want that problem. I'm not trying to do that's in the hotel doing box jumps at 3 o'clock in the morning, dog. I'm not. That's not the dude that you want to try. Let me get through a couple of things that I think that's important. We ain't got to stick on it, but there was a tweet that came out by Benjamin Crump, who is the attorney that is representing Breonna Taylor and family. And today he tweeted out that after meeting with the Kentucky Attorney General, who is Daniel Cameron, and the mayor, Greg Fisher of Louisville, that he expects that charges will be filed against those who killed Breonna Taylor. Now, he tweeted this, and I didn't know how to take it. I didn't know if he came out of the meeting. At first read, I felt like, oh, wow, he came out of this meeting with some good news and that he expects that they're going to be moving forward. But he did not say that. He didn't say they told me that arrests are forthcoming, right? He just said that he expects that charges will be filed. That's what he expects. I would go so far as to say that he expected that to happen before he went into the meeting, that he would expect these people to be filed. So I don't know how to take that tweet. I'm hopeful that charges are going to be filed.
Let's continue to have hope, because I won't say what my mom used to say about, you can only expect 3 things.
Wait. I might need that game, huh? What?
The first one was eating, the last one was dying. The one in between.
Okay. I'm rolling. I'm hopeful. I'm going to remain hopeful that that's what's going to happen, that he got some good news out of that meeting, and that the whole country being behind that arrest.
You got to really, the whole country's been behind it, but I'm going to tell you what the WNBA has been doing. They've been doing some real.
They've been on top of it.
Protest work about calling people out. When you got 2 teams who are about to play each other, wear shirts of the opponent, the political opponent of the owner of one team, to get that owner ousted from their political office. That's real change right there now.
I like And I like everybody having a voice, man. Well, let me say this. I like everybody that isn't a part of a hate group having a voice. I like people who are just standing up for what they believe to be right, to be just, to be fair, to be the greater good of the country, to be unifying. Like, I love all those people having a voice. And I don't think that all the voices who want those things necessarily stand on the same side of the fence. But I don't necessarily like people who are just, shouting out hate and all this other kind of stuff, division, those people having a voice. But I love what I'm seeing. WNBA, I love like these kids unifying at colleges and saying, hey, listen, for our well-being, this is what we need. This is what we believe in. This is what we need. You know what I mean? I love those guys feeling empowered enough to have a voice, man. Like, I love that. I feel like this is America. Nobody should feel like the little guy. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to, as we get closer to November, if there are college sports and as these pro sports keep going on, what we're going to see. It's going to be very interesting now.
It is. We can't get two people to agree on anything when it comes to this stuff. Like, we're not getting anybody to. So there was a statement, and maybe this is skewed, right? It's coming from Jay Bilas. We kind of know how Jay Bilas feels about this, but there was a statement. It says the NCAA's chief medical officer and its two primary infectious disease advisors say the nation's focus should be on controlling the coronavirus pandemic instead of playing fall sports. We simply are not there now, is what the advisor was saying. It goes on, man. It's a pretty good article. Somebody from the CDC who I feel like now we don't, pay attention to the CDC anymore. And I don't know whether we should or not, but we don't. And he goes on to say, he says, I feel like the Titanic. We have hit the iceberg and we're trying to make decisions about what time we should have the band play. Ouch.
Hey.
Ouch. This is from a person who serves on. Now, look, this is from a advisor who is quoted, Mr. Del Rio. You can find his full name in the article. It's posted on ESPN. I'm not making stuff up. And this person serves on the NCAA COVID-19 advisory panel. And he said, we're arguing over what time the band should play. That's tough.
So he's saying that, but leadership from the top telling you not even to wear a mask, right? Oh, I'm sorry. It's a basketball show, right?
It is. We're gonna get to basketball. We're gonna get to, are we playing? I'm not gonna pose a question like that. What I am gonna pose is this, because I saw someone else say it for the first time on social media. You've been here, for the record, I have said consistently, hey, guys, we watched TBT have a successful season, and we celebrated them for having a successful season in a bubble. We are now watching the NBA and the WNBA also have very successful seasons. Some will argue that Major League Baseball is having a successful season as well. I'm just going to say that the difference between what I'm calling success and what the MLB is calling success is TBT, NBA, WNBA are doing it without any cases at all. Right?
Right.
So what I'm saying is, and I'll even include the MLB into this, right? If we see multiple professional sports teams having a successful season in some way, shape, or form, what can we learn? Is there anything that we can take away? And for the first time, I am now hearing about non-conference bubbles for basketball, for college basketball.
Let's start from the top. So the bubble, there was a lot of money put in that bubble by the NBA and
For sure.
WNBA. So
For sure.
how does that trickle down to college basketball? Let's just keep it at college basketball. That's going to be very tough because you still have the haves and the have-nots. So
For
the
sure.
Power Fives, the high major programs, maybe they can do it. But the mid, some of the mid and the low major programs are dependent upon guarantee games to even support all athletics. Better yet, their program.
Oh, Huff, come on. It's going to be invite only for entertainment purposes only.
So there's so much. I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Because like even if you're talking about a bubble or playing non-conference games, so you may get school A that has all these protocols because they have the money to do it, but they're playing school B who doesn't have all those protocols. They may have the same standard test that you and I can go get. That for some people, they say they're getting their test results back in 14 to 17 days.
For sure. For sure.
So,
well, and I think that's why we have to look at also what Major League Baseball is doing and say, you know, have they kept it down enough? What's enough?
They just had some people that just went rogue, casino, nightlife in Atlanta or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, two pitchers decided, oh, we just want to go out of Chicago.
Nightlife in Chicago. I was about to say, yeah.
And then lie about it. I mean,
yeah. But have they kept it down enough to where, again, I'm just saying, are there small nuggets left behind? I believe there are, right? Some small nuggets that are left behind, and maybe we can't fully duplicate it. But if we're smart, we can pick up some things and we can try to implement some things. My frustration with all of this has always been, I feel like we fall into two camps. We fall into we can't do anything, and then the other camp is we don't have to do anything.
Well,
and I'll just say this: I don't fall into either of those two camps. I think that there are things that we can do if we work at it.
All I can say is, as far as camps, goes back to leadership, man. Every JUCO coach, and if we got any JUCO coach watching, I know Corey Baldwin watches.
Man,
at least they have a plan. They know.
Yes.
So right or wrong, you agree with it, disagree, but to have a plan.
They do.
I know when we're going to scrimmage. I know when this play is going to start. How many games we're going to have in our conference. I mean, as much as some people dislike the Pac-12 canceling, not playing until January 1st, there's a plan in place.
Yes.
And I think right now we can talk about this from the GHSA to the NCAA. There's no plan in place that gives
all the way up as high as you want to go, Huff.
Yeah.
All the way up as high as you want to go.
I mean, even like when you start talking about the pro sports, they had a plan in place.
Yes.
You know, so that's why. Whether you like the plan or not, there was a plan. And right now, there's so much confusion, GHSA, high school coaches, NCAA coaches, because there's no plan in place, whether you like it or dislike it. And when you're in a time of crisis, especially in a pandemic, this is when you have to stand firm on something. And it may not be the right thing now, but at least there is a firm plan in place. Even if the plan was, man, we're going along and we're going to play this, everything is scheduled. At least everybody would know. Now a decision can be made. Hey, you as a parent, my son ain't playing. We're going on his schedule.
That, you know what? I'm not going where I thought I was going to go. I ain't going to say that. I do like the NCAA stepping in and saying, hey, this whole waiver nonsense, you're not going to do that. If you're going to have kids out here playing, everybody is going to share in the liability of this thing. You're not going to allow a player to sign away their legal rights when we know that you can pressure them into this at the end of the day.
But you do know there's so much, and I'm not even talking about that waiver issue. Like there's so much that the NCAA hasn't done.
Oh, for sure.
You've got two conferences.
That's the only thing that they did do.
Right. So you've got two conferences who said we're not playing until spring. Right. So what happens if the kids decide to transfer?
To me, it's regular transfer rules, is it not? I mean, if you have to sit out a year or whatever the rule is, I mean, it's what
what about that kid who is on his last year or whatever, and let's say the season gets cut?
They didn't plan for any of this.
Yeah. So,
hey, man, we've been shut down since March, and we don't have a plan for any of this. They have no idea how they're going to handle it. I can't take up for Mark Emmert. I can't. He has the greatest job in America.
But yet,
I got to look up his salary.
But yet, I think you just need to play the Plies Club, man. That's what I read. I think you just need to play the Plies Club.
Hey, Mark Emmert made $3.9 million in total compensation.
I haven't heard from the dude to the day. Whatever day it was.
$3.9 million is what he made. That was back in 2017.
So rate of inflation, he may be at 4.9 now. So.
Wow. Hey, 2019, they still got him hovering right around 4 million.
Good for him.
Outstanding job. He cashes every check with a ski mask on. Like, he really does. He really does. Yeah, I don't. No way Justin Fields not playing.
There's no way a lot of those dudes are not playing in the spring. But hey, I mean,
but there's no plan. There's no plan.
They don't even know who they're gonna be playing. Never mind. That's not. Can we get the Plies, man? I just want to hear my man Plies.
All right, hold on. Let me find it. I got it. Let me cue it up because I can't download it. Now watch I lose my Oh, come on, man. Hey, we here holding it down.
You know how we do. Real talk right now.
Yeah, it's real rap. Let's see. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Hold on.
Y'all, when these kids were screaming playing Jackson in the system, and the big time head coaches that's front and center right now. They're in front of every camera. They're on every big sports outlet right now, fighting for college football. They fighting. It gotta happen. Can't do this to these kids. They need this. But a couple months ago, no one could find y'all for the Black Lives Matter movement. No one could find y'all when these kids were screaming playing Jackson's in the system. Y'all might have signed a tweet. You might have walked with them somewhere. But why you ain't just send out a tweet about saving the football season? No, you in front of the cameras. Now you got solutions and all. But you ain't had solutions for none of these kids or their parents when the Black Lives Matter movement was going on. You had no solutions. But all of a sudden, no, they're safer with us here on campus. They're safer. We can't let them go back home. No, they're safer here with us on campus. So if you know how bad it is for them back home, why wouldn't you fight for the injustice in the system? You know how bad it is for them back home, according to you. So it's okay to fight for them to be able to use their talents and their abilities. But it ain't okay to fight for them when they trying to get some equality and justice. Couldn't find you. You ran from the cameras when it was a social issue going on in this country. But you front and center. You live it. You upset. How could you do it? How could you do this to my kids? I say it all the time. I might be some dumb, but I ain't plumb dumb.
From the words applies, I may be some dumb, but I ain't plumb dumb.
By the way, listeners, that was our tweet of the week.
That's facts. What I'll open it up to you, Coach. What are your thoughts?
Does he deserve a check mark? Does he deserve bullseye? You know, you do a lot of things when somebody just hits it right on. There were a lot of people who just sent out tweets but weren't out there with their kids. There are a lot of people who didn't even have conversations with their kids. And I'm not just talking about college coaches. I'm talking about trainers, AAU coaches, high school coaches, college coaches, that we weren't saying a word, haven't said a word. But we sent out a tweet and we forgot about the movement that's still going on as they're protesting in Portland. They're protesting in Chicago right now.
New York still going, Louisville still going.
But we so amped. We got to keep this college football now. And everybody jumping in front of the camera. But some of these same people weren't jumping in front of the camera to say Black Lives Matter. Because they didn't want to say Black Lives Matter because they wanted to say all lives matter. But all lives can't matter if you're excluding someone from that, right? I mean, I was an English major, so I kind of know that you can't say all if you're excluding something.
Hey, man. I'll just ask a question. Who was the 2020 NCAA basketball champion? Who won March Madness this past season?
We didn't have March Madness.
We did not have one. We didn't have March Madness this season already for 2020. And we don't know any more than what we knew when we didn't have March Madness. And I don't feel like that it was all of this craziness over it.
Are we still having the talks? You know, my assistant coaches and I had I won't get to the political part of it, but we had a group chat. And I remember telling them, I said, we got to stay focused and don't get distracted. It's not saying I don't love the NBA that's on TV right now. I'm watching it. But there's still things that need to get done that have to be changed. And it's our job to try to change those things. We cannot be distracted about why Kanye West suddenly wants to be in the presidential race. Because I can tell, I mean, we can get on a whole diatribe about why that, you know, along with other things, but
Huffman, the real heart of the issue is, and we tell this to parents all the time, stop living through your kids.
Yes.
Stop wanting this for your kids more than they want it for themselves necessarily. And I feel like that was my point of asking who was the 2020 champion for basketball. We get to this point where we want things so bad for our kids, and we talk about a lot of times we talk about the mental impacts of this, and there are some, so I don't want to not be sensitive to that, but we can't let sports babysit our children.
Correct.
That's not what sports is there for, right? So as parents, I think during this kind of lockdown type of phase and everything that we've been through, I hope, my hope and prayer for every parent is that they've gotten closer to their kid during this time. They've established some new normals, some new traditions, whether it's
we get back to putting our phones down and having dinner together, as I did growing up. I mean, obviously I didn't have a cell phone, but we ate together every night. I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10 we ate together.
Between the pandemic and the social injustice issues, what this is all shined a light on to me is that there are a lot of coaches who don't know their kids.
Ooh, now we talking. They have no idea.
There are parents who don't really know their kids. And we use sports as a way to mask that sometimes, because without it, we don't have anything else to talk about.
It's funny you mentioned that. It's funny you mentioned that because shout out to Travis Williams. He does a great thing on Tuesdays on Instagram Live, and he had Ron Hunter, former Georgia State coach, on there now at Tulane, and he talked about coaching his son, RJ. And he said the 3 years coaching his son may have been the 3 worst years he had as a father.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said there was no separation.
It's tough.
It was just coach.
Man, it's tough. Yes.
So he thinks that those 3 years hurt their relationship.
Yes.
During that time.
Yep.
And so we, as parents, you got to think about that when you're whispering things in the car once the game is over, or you're charting everybody else's shots on the team to see what match up with your sons or daughter.
Yes.
You're acting a fool in the stands.
Yes.
Because it's going to come back to bite your kid. Especially, and I know we kind of died moving on.
It's okay.
But it's hurting your kid because when you get to the point, especially in this period with no real live period, they can't come out to see you.
Yep.
I mean, I had a college coach say it's probably going to be February till they can come out. So all they're going to get is what the people who are in the gym, you know, whether you're talking about Sean Williams, Justin Young, Ty Young, list goes on and on. What are they seeing from those parents? Now it's going to impact where you're going to play. Because they don't have enough, they're not going to have enough data except that.
And I'm going to go back to the parent standpoint too, from just dealing with your child. And here's one thing that people don't talk about, right? Outside of guys that are trying to live through their kid, you know, that's a separate issue in and of itself. Having a child, being a basketball guy and having a child is difficult sometimes in ways that people don't always understand. Because Huff, if you call me 9 times out of 10, whether it's casual conversation or like however the conversation is, we talking about ball. Like all my homeboys that call my phone, we talk about other stuff, money, you know, all kinds of other stuff. But 9 times out of 10, we talk about ball. So what I try to get my son to understand is like sometimes basketball is who I am. So it's going to come up. I had to get to the point with him where sometimes basketball is going to come up and I'm not going to be talking about your game. We're talking about basketball in general. You see what I'm saying? Like we're just having a conversation about basketball because we both kind of enjoy the game. But one thing I had to do, I feel like, to prove it to him was let him kind of have some space. We had a couple of years where I would drop him off to go train and I would not come in. We had some space where I would watch games from the hallway through the door outside so he could not see me. Because I had to learn to give him this thing, this game that I love, that's always been my thing, right? Because my dad wasn't a huge basketball fan. He was a football guy. My mom wasn't a huge, like everybody in Kentucky likes basketball, but nobody loved it like me. So it was my own thing. I had to give him space to where it could be his own thing. And hey man, you gotta love this on your own.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let you, whatever path, whatever that means for you, right? Because what we fear in as parents, because we love the game or we've been around the game, that we can guide this kid through all of this stuff, because all the knowledge that we know we could take and download into this kid. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
We've got to.
Right? You got to take your hand off sometimes.
Yeah, you got to allow your kids to fail, man.
You do.
That's the only way they're going to get better and learn.
You
but
do.
If you keep trying to massage the issue and keep them from failing or keep them from hearing,
can't fix it for them.
Yeah, I can't even put it even. You just
can't fix it for them. I believe it's correct. They just want to hear, "I love you and I'm proud of you."
Especially when they get in that car. Especially when they get in that car. Whether it's a win or loss, they scored 20, they scored 2. Don't get in that car and start talking about, man, you should have did this, you should have did that.
Man.
They don't want to hear that. And if they had a bad game, they probably heard it from coach.
Definitely don't want to hear it. And it's tough. We're so, as basketball people, we can be so emotionally invested. Like, it's tough. For instance, last night, my team, we had a horrible practice. Just bad. We missing shots. We mishandling the ball. We throwing away. Like, it's just bad. And
this is gonna lead me to another point, but keep going, Andre.
Now we got a 50-minute drive back home from the gym, right? So it's not close. I got time to decompress, right? I'm in the kitchen and my son goes, "Man, what's wrong with you? Man, you look mad." And I'm thinking about how bad we were running pick and rolls in that damn practice. I've trained myself not to have him hear that the entire way home, but I can't stop my mind from going there. You know what I mean? So the only option is for me at that point is to kind of just be quiet, right? But I had to explain to him that as a player, you can forget about it. When I'm coach, man, you don't sleep well after a bad practice. We ain't even preparing for no game, and I still it doesn't. But being able to sit down and just have a basketball conversation with him in that way, just so he can understand how a coach's mind was gonna think, was helpful for me. I've learned a lot about myself trying to be a good dad and coach basketball, because it makes you find some breaks. You know what I mean? Or else you're just gonna wear the kid into the ground.
I mean,
that shit.
I don't have kids, but I just know even for myself, as a coach, you got to find periods where you can decompress, you can not think about it. Like, I always try to take the week before practice starts, and we don't have workouts that week. Hopefully that weekend I can get out of town, so I know I'm about to get locked in. Like, I just you have to have it. There's sometimes that I know a lot of people say you shouldn't even live close to the place that you work at, because that drive home is your decompression time.
Man, you need it. You need to be able to turn the music all the way up. You need to be, you know what I mean? Like, it's tough. It is definitely hard. Coach Williams, I agree with you. People don't understand how truly hard that is.
Coach Williams, when I ever have a kid, that's one of the things I've talked about. I don't know if I can coach my son or daughter.
Oh, man.
Because I want to keep that. I want to keep the parent aspect. And I don't want to the coach part.
One of the best times in my life, honestly. And I'll lie to you not. And I say this out loud because I want other guys that are coaching their kids to hear this and understand this. Some of the best times of my life, I've had some great times coaching my son. Amazing times. Like, I could tell stories, AAU stories that just made me so proud. I was so happy. But some of the best times as a dad was watching those games from the hallway and just watching him go through it and be him. Right? And then being there where I would be present, where he could see me. every 4 or 5 games during the season, right? I walk in the gym and I just stand in the gym. And being able to see him mature and become a individual, right, on the basketball floor, just as an individual, where when he first started being able to play and not look at me, oh man, it was so great. Because then I have those moments where I just get to be a fan, and it's a lot of fun. Like, I just get to watch it like everybody else. I try not to stand next to any other parents. Like, I don't want to hear nobody yelling. Like, I stand underneath the basket almost. And not because I'm trying to be special. I'm trying to be seen. I don't want to sit next to any parent. I don't want to stand next to somebody screaming at the ref and tell me the coach can't coach and all this other kind of stuff. I don't like to hear that. So I just want to watch the game. So I stand away from everybody. But it's an amazing experience, bro.
Here's a nugget that I want every parent that's out there listening to hear. A high major coach told me this just the other day. He said, overbearing parents make it very tough for us as coaches to coach their child at the next level, because they very rarely change, and they have ingrained whatever in that kid that it's very hard for them to coach them.
I had I'm gonna stop bragging about my kids in a second, but I had a coach come in. Hey man, Georgia Man Up has brought in some additional coaches, man. How about us? We growing. Hey, we are growing, man. Shout out to Malik.
Where y'all playing at this weekend?
Coach Fox. We're not playing. We're just training, practicing, working out. We'll see if anything transpires outside of that. But we're doing what I believe we tell kids they're supposed to do all the time. Y'all play too many games. You need to work on your craft. You need to spend some time actually working on your game instead of playing games. So we took COVID to do that. And I'm proud of my parents for agreeing to that. But with the biggest compliment that I've got this year was a coach and a trainer telling me, man, I like your kids. They don't say much, but when I'm talking, they look at me right in my eyes, so I know that they're listening. That little compliment right there, just, oh man, it meant the world to me, man. It meant the world to me. So
when they're locked in, man, it changes everything.
It really does, man. And I'm proud of my boys. I am. I ain't gonna brag about them for the whole show. North Carolina put out their basketball schedule while we're talking about it. I guess we can flash that up on the screen if anybody cares to see what North Carolina's planning on doing. This is interesting.
Leadership. Oh, I'm sorry.
So we've got North Carolina's schedule up for fall sports, and I don't want to say just for basketball, but this is North Carolina's schedule for fall sports. I believe it's final.
Yeah, it's not just fall. It's all the sports. They basically decided what they were going to do.
So what's happening is first practice, 2 things I want to pick out: basketball and football, just because I'm that kind of guy. Basketball starts on first practice is December 7th. First competition date is January the 4th. Final contest date is February the 19th.
You got to look at the next one now. The season contest limit, which is not including your tournament at the end of the season for the state championship, but it's only 14 games.
Only 14 games. 2 games a week is the weekly limit. And for football, those seasons are overlapping. Football first practice starting February the 8th. First competition day, February 26th. The final contest date is April the 9th. A couple things that I want to point out, and we'll talk about, Huff, is that for the first time ever, football will have to deal with, are my guys still playing basketball? Is that what's going to happen?
Ooh, that's big right there now. They ain't
That'll never
they've never
fly.
dealt with that. They've never dealt with that before.
That will never fly in the state of Georgia. Are my guys still playing basketball? Are they? So
They would be asking basketball guys, can he play on Friday?
so I mean, I'm assuming that the regular season with this schedule, I'm gonna put it back up. I'm assuming with this regular schedule, your final contest date, and then I guess you go into some kind of tournament. It's February 19th. Football will be February the 26th. So you got about a week of a gap.
Yeah, if your season ends at the end of the season, you get about a week. I mean, that's what you would get if you flipped it like when I was at Duluth, we had Will Huzzy, who's star wide receiver now at East Tennessee State. Shout out to Will Huzzy, 6'4" athlete would dunk on you, had a motor. Anyway, the season would end. Basically, that last game probably was Midnight Madness, or maybe a week after that. We used to have Midnight Madness at Duluth. And his first practice would be a week before our game. Actually, I don't even think we got a week. As a matter of fact, our scrimmage was on a Wednesday. His first practice was that Monday.
That's tough. Hey, I missed that comment about Willard parents in the comment section. I saw it.
I wasn't saying nothing.
I missed that. My bad, Andy. My bad. I missed that. Parents can't be nuts though. That will hurt a lot of small school teams. I think
it's what Georgia doing right now, pushing the football championships back to December 28th through 30th. Is that not hurting small school teams here in Georgia right now?
Yeah, but it's hurting the sport y'all don't care about as much, which is basketball.
There you go.
With them not being able to play until after January, that'll affect anyone playing in Christmas tournaments.
Derek, I think Christmas tournament is going to look a lot different this year. If they're even.
Let's talk about how they're going to look different. We're going to see AAU teams playing in high school Christmas tournaments.
Some of them. It won't be in Georgia, I can tell you that.
So what
California
teams are doing, and not just California, there are other teams that are jumping in the mix now. What teams are doing is basically high school teams are getting together and saying, we're going to play under a different name. I don't know who's coaching, so don't get me involved in that. But Mikey Williams' high school team will basically be called the Border Boys, and they will be playing in like the John Wall Invitational, which is a big tournament in North Carolina. There'll be other teams that are playing. Don't get me. I believe that Ypsilanti Academy will change their name and be something else and play.
Well, part of the issue is because there are a lot of schools, states that's not allowing teams to travel out of town.
That's true.
So you combine that with, some states pushing back, like we said, basketball to January, or some are pushing it back to even March. So that's why you're having that situation come up where you're getting, AAU team. I mean, I've had coaches ask me, if we're not playing high school basketball, will they change the rule, or what's the rule? Or, would they change the rule for having more than 4 guys on your team? If I coach the AAU team and it's my team?
Oh, come on, Huff. I'm going to ask the real question. Hey, dog, if there's no winter sports, are you coaching AAU during the winter, Huff?
Am I?
Yes.
I don't know. Here's my thing.
Come on, Huff.
If I'm going to coach it, I'm going to want to coach my team. But per GHSA rules, I can only coach 4 of my guys on that team.
So if something were put together and the Love of the Game riders were put together with an assortment of players, are you coaching? Are you committed right now on the show? Are you committed to coaching if there's no GHSA basketball?
Hey, man, you just can't. I mean, you watched the No Limit Chronicles. Like, you don't just sign on the dotted line. Let's start. Like, we gotta talk, man. Like,
There's got to be some negotiations.
where are we practicing? What time? You know.
Oh, now we practicing Holy Innocents now. Hey, school's open. School's open.
Do I get to choose my assistant coaches? Like, what? Like, we gotta go down.
I give you Bryce.
Me and Moultrie getting back together. What's going on?
Honestly, I think it would be fun if we don't have winter sports and there's no,
Well, you do know what that would be setting up, right?
What are we setting up? Cam Daly says he's in. Cam, hey man.
Cam, you'll be on my staff, Cam. You'll be on my staff.
I knew Huff was gonna try to snatch Cam, man. Come on.
And you were coaching. Y'all already tell me I got all these coaches anyway, so I'm gonna just be on my staff anyway.
Go build them up.
Yeah. Oh.
Is it true that Miles Kelly is leaving Georgia to play elsewhere? Yes, that is true. I guess we can talk about it now.
Hargrave Academy is they're doing a great job. They don't. If what is out is true, let's say that allegedly.
Allegedly, I think it's probably true. I mean, somebody asked me earlier this week how I felt about it. How do I feel about it? I feel like, as always, I would love to see our local talent stay home and get busy. You're right. They got Ezra also. They did. I would love to see our local talent stay home. I always want our local guys to stay home. I didn't want BJ Boston to leave. I didn't want KD to leave. So, but I do understand that, KD left. And from when I asked about it, everybody I asked said it worked out great for him. And it was one of the best things that happened to him. We saw what BJ Boston did when he left. So, I do know that that's not everybody's path. But, selfishly, I would love for everybody to stay home.
The question has to become, are these kids leaving because they don't know if there's going to be a high school season?
That's a legitimate question. That is a handler. I don't know. I want to credit that to a handler, but if there is a handler, because I don't know. Like, I don't know Ezra and I don't know Miles Kelly, so I don't know those kids.
I do know both of them went to a Gwinnett County school, though. That's tough. Like, I mean, I know. You had Miles Kelly and Jason Edwards as a backcourt.
For sure.
That was pretty tough.
For sure. No team, you're not going to get better losing Miles Kelly. I don't know that there's any team that's going to say, oh, we're better with him not there. So that's tough. I will say that if that is the case, if they're leaving because there's a chance that there won't be a season, I will say that takes some foresight. That's somebody thinking ahead. That's somebody, planning.
It's not guaranteed a prep school is going to have a season either, though.
It's not. But we talk about
but they don't have anybody that directs them.
For sure. We're talking about having a plan versus not having a plan. Right? That's, to me, it tells me somebody is thinking, somebody's got a plan. So but I'd rather be able to watch the kid. I'm just getting to know the kid, watching him, this summer. So
we did his game 2 weeks ago.
For sure. So selfishly, always would rather the kid stay. But I'm not worried about Shiloh. Yes, Ezra, a good kid. Jordan Mitchell, yeah. I feel like Shiloh's gonna be good every year, no matter what. I feel like Coach Rivers.
Coach Rivers does that job, man.
Coach Rivers is going to introduce me to some other kid that I didn't even know existed, and they're going to be playing great. I feel like that's, I feel like that's what's going to happen. Coach Rivers, he's going to find some kid walking down Snellville Highway and be like, hey, man, you look like a basketball player. Let me introduce you to the world. And
let me show you how to play defense, son.
You know what I'm saying? And the kid's going to be locking up somebody that we think is a 5-star kid. That's just how Shiloh kids play basketball. So, Huff, we got I'm gonna put this up. You're gonna make me choose like out of this impossible stuff today. Like you're gonna make me choose. So I want guys in the audience, I want y'all guys to play along with this. Huff gave us some impossible stuff to do today. So let's have the conversation. Let's have a conversation. Who wins? The 92 Dream Team.
No, don't say just those 4. It's 4-on-4 right now. We ain't talking about the whole team.
Oh, we're going 4-on-4.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. So we're saying Barkley, Pippen,
Magic and Jordan
versus Melo, KD, LeBron, and Kobe?
Yep.
Shit. I know who I'm picking.
Who you picking?
Yeah. Y'all got LeBron messed up. You got LeBron all the way messed up. Y'all got LeBron messed up, bro.
When you going 2012?
Yes. And there's no answer for KD. Pippen can only guard one dude.
All right, so so this is why this is intriguing to me. So are we saying we know MJ's guarding Kobe? Is that just
yes?
Okay. So I think Pippen's guarding LeBron.
Okay. I think that's a bad idea, but okay.
Or you could put him on Melo. I mean,
go ahead, coach. He can only guard one, so it's hard.
I think he has to guard LeBron.
Okay.
I think you can put Magic on KD. So just like you may think there's a mismatch with LeBron and Scottie, there's a mismatch with Barkley and Melo.
There's a mismatch with Barkley and Melo, but what KD is gonna do to Magic though? You should have gave me another score from 92, dog. I think you should have gave me another score.
See, Big Dave said Barkley is what worries me. They don't have that physicality that Barkley's gonna bring is just different.
Hey, what did Barkley eat that day?
He ate the Angola team. Hey, give me a sec, Mondre.
Yo,
gotta move.
Hey, man. Okay, so MJ is guarding Kobe. If they cancel each other out, I can't even say that. I don't know that. I don't know, bro. MJ and Kobe, I don't know. Nobody on 92 can guard KD though. Nobody. He's 7 feet. You're not like, how are you gonna guard him? He's gonna post up, like he's shooting threes. Like, yes, they're gonna clear out, and KD is gonna give Magic that bop. It's that hezzy pull up from like 35 feet. Mike gonna get his. And there's no doubt about it. Mike is gonna get his.
Yeah, it's Magic will guard LeBron.
See, Cam, that's what I said. I said that you had to put Pip on KD. That's your only hope, I think.
That's pretty interesting there.
You gotta put Pip on KD. Because if you put Magic on him, that shit gonna get ugly. Hey man, so I gotta talk about this. Y'all be so quick to say that somebody's gonna put LeBron on his ass. You gotta realize that it's like 185 pounds, dog. Like, hey, if those dudes, I think that's one thing. I won't be honest. Let's talk about like the difference in timing. I think we assume that those guys are going to be more physical than the 2012 team. I think we're going to see what all the advanced training and equipment and guys taking weightlifting and all that seriously. The reason why they're able to play for 20 plus years at an elite level, I think if we got a chance to see this matchup, I think you will see why. I think people will be surprised how strong and how much bigger some of these guys may be. Shit, if MJ came through today with the way guys train and take care of their body today, if MJ took, hey, dog, that's going to be different. Kobe and Melo were very physical, 100%. 100%.
Barkley was a different kind of physical, though.
Melo a bull.
I mean, that's why I put it up there. It's great conversation. That's hard.
Hey, dog, Melo gonna be mid post, massaging the ball 30 times, jab. Ugh. That's tough.
Andy made a great point. 2017 and 19 KD is different than 2012 KD.
That's facts. True shit. We did not. That's true. That's true. He's not the unstoppable scorer in 2012 that he is right now. That's true.
That's why I did it, Andre. You start on one.
No mid post for Melo against that team. He ain't getting that off. Orange say he ain't getting that off.
See, here's the thing. I think where's your defensive liability on? Who's the defensive liability on both teams? Melo, obviously, on the 2012 team.
But is Melo a defensive liability when he's not guarding a perimeter player?
He can't guard Barkley in the post.
He can't?
No.
I mean, Melo, I can't say that. Okay.
See, I was thinking Magic would be the liability on the 92 team, but there's not a small guard. Magic was he got hurt defensively versus small guards.
Yeah. That's
a good matchup, man.
I would love to see it, man. I wish we could time machine, bro. Like, I wish that would be.
Somebody will do it on 2K, won't they? Whatever.
Don't even keep scoring, man. Just put me in the gym and just let them dudes hoop and let me watch.
If there was a time machine, I could just sit just to watch, to really have been in that gym when that 92 team was playing each other.
Yeah.
That would make my career, man.
Hey, so real quick, while we talking about matchups real quick, there's a versus thing that's happening, and I just want to
hold on. Before you talk about versus, everybody, our listeners, we got to give a moment of silence for the death of 2 Chainz, because last Thursday he was put to sleep. He was put to sleep by Rick Ross.
Relax. Relax on my boy Chainz, man. Relax. It wasn't pretty though. One versus thing that pops out to me, and then we could keep it moving. There's a name that hasn't come up, and it says a lot to me that this name has not come up.
Okay.
And it says to me, like, where we really put this guy, because his name has not come up. Like, ooh, man, I can't wait for this matchup. and resurrected as Titty Boy. Sheesh. Sheesh. Oh man, that's ugly. Nobody has brought up Nas, bro. Nobody has even mentioned Nas, bro.
See, Dre, I wish we could get you on. There's a music Zoom that we have on some Monday nights, and it gets real, man.
I bet.
And Nas was one of the subjects this past week, and
he's looking a little mid. He's looking a little mid right now, dog.
And we made the distinction that when we're talking about verses, you got to realize that some of people's best songs may not make it on a verses because it's not gonna have an appeal. It's not gonna have an appeal to everybody.
Nas cannot play Got Yourself a Gun.
Oh, whoa. What the? Rakim called out Big Daddy Kane.
As he should.
That's right, Cam. Wu-Tang did have 90 members.
That's facts. That's facts.
They started naming members of the group, and I had no idea who they were talking about.
That's facts. But yeah, Nas's name has not come up. And I'm gonna toss something out here. When Nas beat T.I. in a versus battle, and I wasn't even planning to talk about this, but when Nas beat T.I. in a versus battle,
if our guy Marlon Gill was running the DJ booth, he would, because T.I. lost to Jeezy in a battle with Marlon Gill running it.
Oh my goodness! Hey, they in here. And Got Yourself a Gun was a banger. That's what I'm saying. Like it's bro. Just like I felt like it was.
Shaq was part of Wu-Tang.
Hey, y'all clouded in these comments, dog. So look, I like Got Yourself a Gun, bro, but I like the Firm album too. And he can't play none of them songs off the Firm album.
You just say the Firm album?
I did like that album, man. It's one of my guilty pleasures. I still listen to it.
I'm pulling the cam. I'm blacking out my screen. Just because you said
that. But he can't play those records, man. Yeah, I don't know, Nas.
Hey, but seriously, are we gonna give some respect to Master P?
We got to, bro. We got to.
The way
I was listening to Soulja Slim today.
Man, the way I watched that docuseries, man, and to realize, number one, why didn't nobody talk about him doing that whole community over with his money?
Rebuilding Calio projects.
Nobody talks about that, man. Or nobody talks about when the priority deal was over, this man got another $10 million deal from Universal.
Facts. He gave Snoop his money.
Yeah.
Snoop said, I sold 1 million records, but I never saw $1 million.
Now, when he said that was crazy.
He got with P and said, I saw $4 or $5 million real quick.
That was about as crazy as they said. C. Murder lived in a mansion, but he was more proud of his apartment in the Calio projects.
That's facts. I have been on my 504 lately, man. I was listening to Soulja Slim. I listened to Mac today. Man, I listened to Fiend today. I gave Lil Wayne his flowers all day.
You were all day on Lil Wayne today.
I gave Lil Wayne his flowers all day yesterday, man. Y'all gotta respect Wayne. And I only posted songs pre the Carter album, and they were all hits. Pre the Carter album. So before people really felt like, they was on Wayne. Like, gotta give Wayne his flowers, dog.
And man, go on and put Lock in, man. He said he ready. He said he ready to get in the game, coach. He done set the bench the whole first half.
Man, the hell what Lock talking about? Lock, you forgot your bench.
Hey, appreciate that. Hey, appreciate that, huh?
Hey.
Oh, Dre old goddamn hating that.
What's up, boy?
Hey, God, dog, Dre had me like a goddamn sub for real. I'm over here bouncing around like, damn, go to the end. Ball
Hey,
went out of bounds.
go to the table, then come back. Go to the
Ball
table.
went out. Hey, and then 2 dead balls. Somebody got fined. I'm just looking at Dre like, come on, bro. Put
Hey,
me in.
No, like we was up 20, dog. I had to have you sitting out, dog. You didn't have your jersey tucked in first time I put you in. What's up, Wayne?
Hey, not much. They got out of practice, man. They got out of practice running late.
We trying to give Master P his flowers, man.
Hey, I seen that make them say, Hey, I forgot all about that. Hooty hoo. I forgot all.
Hey,
do that.
Hard.
He reinvented himself, like you know. He did rap snacks. I mean,
Oh yeah, I eat those now.
when you listen to that,
Hey, Currency go hard.
they
Currency go hard. I love it.
had some great stuff when they said there might not be Rock Nation Sports if it wasn't for No Limit Sports, even though it failed.
Facts.
So,
That's facts. That's facts.
Hey, they do be hey, man, I've been going through this for years, man. You know, they always hate on the South Georgia.
hey man, we
South
had people on Twitter, they were ready for what the South got to say, Locke.
Hey, man, hey.
Tell us how
South
bad
Georgia.
make that South got something to say.
Hey, a lot of South Georgia kids been standing up these past couple of weekends.
Let's talk about it then. Let's talk about it.
Facts.
Oh, man. Who we talking about? So y'all seen Manny been doing good. Derrick Harris. Did y'all show Morris Dump, Pogo, Spider?
Oh, did you got that loaded for us, Dre?
I got it. Hold on. I
On,
didn't show
on
it.
your head?
I got it. I didn't show it. I got another dunk for Watch Your Head, but hold on.
Ooh. Hey,
Go ahead.
so you got Bam, Shamir Wingfield had a great weekend with the Canes.
Hey, talk about that, man. Like that's somebody I've been trying to keep up with, dog. I've been hearing Bam been playing real good.
Nah, he been playing really well. He's stepping up, man. Showing people, change of speed, playing with great pace, playing hella defense. Being the dog that he is. Man, he just been, he's starting to, separate himself, just chipping it away. Keep getting better and better each tournament. And stuff, man. So a lot of South Georgia play. Not even just South Georgia, man. I've been wanting to talk about Emondre Bowles out of Savannah.
Been hearing his name a lot.
Man, he's been having a great, a great summer playing with I think Savannah United or Savannah something, and with Team Georgia Magic. He's been having a great summer. Summer.
That's got to be a team that you've got to go watch. If you're trying to get out the house, everybody's trying to go do stuff. But I think they play at Lake Point this weekend. Travis Harper.
Yep.
If Waskey plays with them.
Yeah, you still got my big boy Quay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be, man, this weekend's gonna be pretty good, but I really enjoyed this past weekend at Swanee. I really enjoyed the matchups.
I was about to say, they did a great job with matchups, I thought.
Yeah, that and I told Ty, I said, man, this the best matchups I've seen, like this far, being outside the tip-off classic, like that weekend there, Houston had some of the best matchups, the Team Huncho versus Team Curry.
Yep.
Great game.
I mean, Team Curry came back from 20 down. 20 down,
hey, popped them in the mouth, wanted all the smoke.
Yeah.
All the smoke.
We saw, I think people talk about them because they have talented players, but do we really give flowers to Team Dickerson?
Dude, that was on my list today to talk about his team. To talk about, man, just not the Jusain Holtz and
Cam McDowell.
Cam McDowell is having
I like his leadership, man. Like I see him on the bench talking up his teammates.
Hey, I gotta give kudos to Cam. He got a bad rep from doing what he did to Manny Harris, but at Swanee, he came up and apologized to him.
Mm.
And
That's
they
mature.
dapped up. Yeah, that showed a lot. I wanted to make sure, we put that out there because I know he had caught a bad rap from hitting Manny, a couple weeks ago at the Tip-Off Classic. But for him to come back, my bad, bro, dap it up. It's all love.
I thought we saw a better AC Georgia than we saw, Dre. They were better.
I believe in what they're doing, though. Did RJ play with them again? I didn't see him last
That
week.
was a show.
I believe in what they're doing. I believe in that backcourt between Manny and RJ because of the type of kids that they are. Like, I like how they're coached.
They had even more pieces in that backcourt. They had the Tucker
from North Gwinnett.
Yep, they had the North Gwinnett kid. They had the kid Tucker. Can't think of his first name right now. It's slipping my mind. That plays at Mount Pisgah. So their backcourt was different, man, than what we saw the previous week. We saw I don't know what to call them, like not the Georgia Stars, but what was their name?
Hey,
the Georgia Stars.
hey, one yay from Cal.
Yeah,
he made them motherfuckers go. That kid there, I enjoyed watching him. Boy, he in your shit. He's a real life floor general. Like, he was a dog. Hey, he ripped Manny like 2-3 times. I was like, this kid, he competes. Like, I enjoyed watching him. I was mad. I was like, why the hell the Georgia Stars ain't starting him? He coming out
off the bench.
Huh?
Dominique Henderson playing?
No, man. He need to play for Monroe. Hey, so me and Bam had this conversation the other day. He said, dang, what if you just got all the South Georgia kids on one team?
Rock out.
I said, we need to do the battle of the area codes. And my area code 229.
I want to show one of your people. Like, I got the dunk loaded up. Here you go.
Hey, you got to show Morris. Dude, I was on that side of the court and I seen him winding up, and you just like, and what made it dope, he just like, I do. He made it look like this is what I do.
Hey, I got another one while we in here. Another watch your head. 2023, dog.
That couldn't happen in Georgia.
Hey, somebody said, "Oh my God!"
Hey, that's Jalen Hilliard to go to McKeitron.
What gym was that?
I have.
Oh my God.
Hey man, there's no way you're I don't care.
23, dog.
Dude, I'm jumping up. Like, I was on the bench with the Canes. The Canes player got dunked on. I jumped up. For like 6 seconds, I was a fan. I wasn't a coach.
Hey man, that is that's ridiculous. That is a watch your head moment for sure. That is ridiculous. I gotta ask you one question, Locke, real quick. I got one more highlight play to show. Locke, I want to know if this was in your bag. Hey, Brooks showing out, dog.
Hey,
relax, Brooks. Relax.
Hey, he made it look so effortless too.
Would
That
you
was
get
it.
mad if he did that on your team, Huff?
Nah, it was the pass went right where it was supposed to go, right?
Okay, I was just asking. I just wanted to know.
Hey, hey, Huff don't be letting his kids have fun, dog. Huff don't.
Now
I just wanted to know.
You really trying me, Drake.
I just wanted to know. I want to know Huff would have benched him, throwing behind the bad passes.
Now, if it was a turnover, son, that ain't the right pass, man. But I'm pretty sure Brooks has made that pass more than just in that game. I've seen him pass the basketball.
Oh my goodness. That's insane, bro. We talking about young kids, man. I feel like the future of the game, like
the talent, man.
Watch it, man.
Man, it was so much talent at Swanee. Like
even the 16s were good.
Yeah, it was so much. Like, man, each one teach one came and ran the gym. The 14 U's came and played 15 U's and went like 4-0. Shout out to Coach Reese.
Yep.
Yeah, they was online talking about how trash the competition was. They was like, yeah, we out. It's too easy. They was like the end of what's your name? I'm trying to think of the movie. I think it was White Men Can't Jump. This is too easy.
Hey, they came and ran the courts. The games they played, like
hey, Florida been shitting on us all summer, dog.
All right, so I'm giving you ready for my PSA. I told you this during the weekend.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for it.
My PSA for this weekend. You may be wired to score, but are you wired to win? What's the difference? Wired to score or wired to win?
I'm glad we on this topic. We can end the show with this topic right here. We can end the show with this topic because I got a bone to pick right now too.
Uh-oh.
As Huff said, you may be wired to score, but if it takes you 30, never mind.
Go ahead, man.
No, because kids shoot 30 times a game because that's what they want to see. Because that's what at the end of the day, that's what we reward.
Who's rewarding it? You got to think about who's rewarding it.
Those are the kids that's getting the offers.
Where are they getting the offers from?
Shoot, Power Fives.
What Power Fives?
Shoot, hey man, shoot 30 times a game. Get your shit off, dog. All this bullshit that we be talking.
Hold on, Drake. Hold on, Drake. You got to see what Power Five we talking about. Is it really an offer? Can they accept it right now? I mean, we were in a text chat today about was this a real offer or not? Are we correct? So we don't know. I mean, I done heard a college coach say that they watched that somebody around a kid called them and said, "Hey man, I need you to watch my kid." Coach says, "Okay." Next thing is they tweeting out that kid got an offer from that program.
Hey, Locke, come on. We ain't rewarding the kids that shooting 30 times a game, Locke.
I'm not. But let me tell you what's crazy. Hoop Scene got they stats and showing how many shots they taking. Ooh.
Hey, I'm just gonna put it out.
Putting you out there.
The technology from their live stream that Hoop Scene has, like Locke said, that tells you shots and how many they got, points and rebounds and turnovers. Can't hide on that live stream. I can tell you that. You can't tell me he had 30 and he had 10.
Hey, so we looking at the numbers now. Is that going to become the new normal?
If you playing that Swanee, they got numbers.
They got nothing. They got if you scored 30, it shows that you took 30 shots.
Yeah. If somebody tweeting out my man scored 25 and he really scored 5,
damn, they doing that for real. They doing 20 plus.
You know they doing that.
Facts. They definitely padding. 13 to get you up to 20.
People pad in high school. You played the team. You played the team. They say, man, he had a triple double. What? What triple double did he have?
He had 11 steals. Yeah.
10 turnovers. Turnovers. And turnovers.
11 steals, 10 turnovers, 10 points on 20 shots.
6'5". 5'5".
Hey, kids, when they tell you to play the right way, don't listen, dog.
No, play the right way.
It's the only way
pay
to
off.
better get it off.
How many kids in the transfer portal?
Kids playing the right way, dog. Moving the ball, winning games. We definitely don't care if you're winning.
Hey, we literally just had that discussion. Like, man, y'all have to win. Like, hey, it felt so good being on that bench this weekend.
We gotta check Locke. Locke would not say that if he wasn't coaching. Locke coaching now. That's why he say that shit. He want to it now.
Hey, it felt so good. I looked over the bench. I wanted Chris. We almost beat Game Lead Chris. But boy, we played a good ass game. That aim high. And I was, Mike, my guy. I'm looking at Mike like, we got to get y'all motherfuckers. Hey, we played a good game. Elite. Terra Game Elite was pretty good too.
You staying on the bench now?
He was on that in the weekend.
Man, hey, I miss it. Think about it. We went months without basketball. So it was like, man, I just wanted to do something.
So you just getting your fix is what you're saying.
Yeah, man,
That's
hey.
how that man coaching. Coaching.
Hey, I done already put a bug in Huff here. This is what I said.
Oh, yeah, you missed this one, Locke. You missed this one.
I said if ain't no high school season, right? If they cancel winter sports or they push it back, let's say they push it back to the spring, till January or something. We're gonna get a love of the game team, dog. You, Bryce, Huff, and we put a team together under love of the game, dog. Go play in the job ball.
Hey, we
Bryce
can do it.
Coach, I'll be the general manager. Because Bryce had a struggle being a general manager this year.
I just want to be the assistant. I'll be Bryce's assistant like I am, man. Just hand him the clipboard. Hey, in the game against Aim High, we had to do an out of bounds play. I was looking for the clipboard. I said, hey man, get this shit, run something, put something together. I said, this is what you do. Right, these SSOs.
And a lot of people don't understand Bryce a genius when it comes to that shit.
No, that's his thing.
Bryce,
I saw him call something last week. It was pretty nice, man.
Bryce real life dope when it comes to that shit. That's why I don't be understanding. Like, I'll be lightweight getting mad when kids don't buy in to what Bryce be saying. It's like, how could you?
Hey, Bryce will panic now.
He gonna snatch your ass out.
No, man, he thought we were gonna get blown out by Aim High. He said, man, I thought we were gonna be a 30-piece. I was like, man, it's a game of runs, man. Just chill. I said, just chill. But they did run. That boy, we was in that zone. Man, George Pritchett was drilling our ass. And the big kid from Douglas County, Omarion.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Put it on your head.
I want to see him go against Robbie. Like, I want to see some goons. Like, them two, well, I love Robbie, but man, Robbie gotta get it act back together. He ain't gooning no more.
When is Robbie going to Utah?
I don't know.
Let's see how this plays out. High school AAU, man. Mikey Williams doing it. Amani Bates doing it.
That's the name of the game.
I'm trying to check, make sure we ain't got nothing else. Did I miss anything?
Oh, yeah, you got the last one you didn't want to do because you didn't want to put it out there. Who you sit, start, bench.
Bro.
Oh, what we gotta do? Oh, I got one.
All right, throw yours out there, Locke. Let's see what Locke got.
Start, bench, cut. Jaylen Brown, Anthony Edwards. Who's my other guy? I said it the other day. Jaylen Brown, Ant-Man. It was somebody else that was from Georgia that was in the league. No, let's say MJ Walker, high school wise.
High school. Ooh.
Jaylen Brown, Ant-Man, or MJ Walker.
Log, bro. Oh my god.
I know who I'm starting.
Who you starting?
Starting Jaylen Brown.
I go with Jaylen Brown.
The next one is the toughest one for me.
No, that's tough.
Actually, I know. I'm. If we talking high school,
Just high school.
then I'm gonna bench MJ Walker. And I hate saying this, but I'm gonna cut Anthony Edwards.
Hey, but you got legit.
I can't let those words come out of my mouth. I can't. I understand the logic. I do. I understand the path. I swear to God, I do. Oh, I can't say that out loud. I feel like that's like
Somebody agrees with me.
Hey, Huff, I was with you. I said the same. I said I'm starting JB.
Yeah, I knew that one was, but the way I thought about it, that
you got to start JB.
MJ Walker won 2 championships in high school, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Freshman and sophomore year.
That was what did it for me. I like women, man. So
Jesus.
Hey, we literally spent like 2-3 hours arguing one night with my friends about this. Like we literally had to pull up highlights. And I said, y'all forgot how good MJ was. MJ was like his maybe because I think he got a football injury like his junior year, but his freshman and sophomore seasons.
Yes. Yes.
Cold.
I had one for the NBA, and it was players whose careers got cut short because of injury. Start, bench, or cut. Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway, or Brandon Roy.
Y'all have no idea how hard it is for me to say cut and then great player. Like that's hard for me to actually let those words come out.
So
Grant Hill, and we talking about in the NBA now. We ain't talking about college. The NBA. Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway, Brandon Roy.
Grant Hill's the best player on that list.
Oh, I'm starting Grant Hill. I'm just letting you know right now.
I'm not starting Grant Hill.
Oh,
I'm starting Penny.
And
the reason I'm gonna be honest, I'm the reason why I love Jalen Rose, like the Fab Five, and what Jalen Rose used to talk about Grant Hill, like no, these motherfuckers going to Duke, man. I ain't stunning them two. Like I felt that, I felt that. So it was like I got to go with Penny.
I'm gonna say bench Penny because I think if Penny had kept playing and his size at the position, and it's tough to cut Brandon Roy, but
Brandon Roy.
No, I got
at one point he was the second best shooting guard in the league to me.
No, man, he was killing it in Portland, man.
After Kobe, it was D Roy. But you should have said D Rose.
D Rose's career is longer than them three, though. That's why I didn't say D Rose.
True.
Yeah, but pre-injury though, that's two totally different dudes, man.
Pre-injury Grant Hill and Penny Hardaway, like,
facts.
Hey, I saw move Grant Hill. He shimmy Pippen and dunked on them, man.
Ooh, buddy, next level.
And y'all do realize who Grant Hill was playing with in Detroit, right? Terry Mills. You don't even know who that is.
No, Terry Mills played. No, that's Terry Crews. No, played for Portland.
Nah, he might have. I don't know, but he was.
Hey, so Bryce said something about Speedy Claxton today. Nobody knew him at practice. Nobody knew him. They was like, who? And Bryce said he played with AI. They said, oh yeah, he played for Philly. Nobody knew who Speedy Claxton was.
Speedy Claxton.
You know, these kids only watch basketball the last 3 years. They don't know nothing that happened. We'll end on this. The argument. Not even an argument. How good is James Harden to y'all really?
James Harden?
Yes.
I'm just not a James Harden fan, so I don't know.
Yeah. Me either. But I'm gonna buy them on Reeboks. But him and AI, them things, they're tough. I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm gonna buy those.
How good is Grant Hill better than D Wade?
No.
I'm sorry. Is James Harden better than D Wade?
You know what? I'm always gonna go with. One dude got titles,
Yeah, true.
and he
Well, you
played.
put like this.
I hate to say this because I know Cam Daly will get me, but he played both ends of the floor.
Like,
Okay. Oh look,
I'm taking Damon Lillard over
it
over Harden.
is James Harden better than Ray Allen?
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
yeah.
I get. Ray Allen in Milwaukee and in Seattle. Oh,
But
I'm
he
gonna
was never an MVP.
is James Harden better than Reggie Miller?
Yes.
yeah.
That's not even you disrespecting that, man.
Huff, is James Harden better? I'm disrespecting James Harden by saying is he better than Reggie Miller?
No, just come on.
Is he better than Clyde Drexler?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just establishing the baseline, bro. I'm trying to see where we at.
You ain't gotta like his game, but you gotta respect it. You gotta respect. He was an MVP. The guys you naming don't have not one MVP.
Okay, is he better than AI?
You gotta have Bryce for that.
I mean, Huff, you in the building. Is James Harden better than AI?
Nah.
Nah. Hey, I took his team to the NBA Finals and snuck a game against the Lakers.
Is James Harden better than Klay Thompson?
Come on, Dre. I mean,
I'm gonna ask the question: is he better than Klay Thompson? Could you, if you take James Harden and put him on Golden State and Klay Thompson and him on?
he can't play for Golden State because he can't play that way.
Yeah.
Houston.
See, my thing is, how Klay's really, really, really good. But how good do we know he is without him having his own team?
See, to me, Klay Thompson is a piece. I will say this about James Harden.
So
He's not a super. Like he's not gonna be the leader of your team. And if you think he is, then you're gonna get your butt beat, Dre.
y'all disrespecting that man.
No, that's not disrespect.
No, I'm not disrespecting him.
Like, if it comes down to it, Scottie Pippen was never
He's piece. To me,
not saying a piece like the sixth man, but like he's a piece to what you're doing with somebody else.
to me, I think he can be the best player on his team. I think
To win a championship, you think Klay Thompson could be the best player on your team?
I think he could be the best player.
The main focus.
Wow.
I think he could.
Wow.
I mean, he just so happens to play with Stephen Curry and daggone.
Let's think about it like this.
I think he's accepted a role. I think he.
Hold on. I want you to answer this question, and I want you to really think about it.
Yes.
Think about what Steph and KD and even Klay have meant to Draymond Green. And if you take them off that team, what does Draymond Green look like? So now think about that with Klay Thompson.
I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Very good.
I'm gonna ask you the same question. How much could Steph Curry win without Klay Thompson? Klay Thompson, the one guarding and matchup on the other
So
end.
here's the thing. So you got to realize I talked about this with somebody else.
To me, Klay can win without Steph more than Steph can win without Klay.
I get you. But they built that team understanding, knowing how dynamic Steph Curry was. So they knew he couldn't play D. So they got to go get somebody who can play D, but also make shots, right? So it was how they constructed their team.
I think
Because think about it now. As good as Portland is,
people were underestimating Klay Thompson a little bit.
He can't be the best player on your team to win a championship. That's all I'm saying.
All right,
Can
so who's
Bradley
better than
Beal
you?
be the best player on a championship team if
No,
he
he
gets
cannot. No, he cannot.
Really?
There are only certain people that can be the best. Like, you got to realize that. Like,
Okay.
there's an it factor to being like
Yeah.
Luka can be the best player on your team.
So, okay, name 5 young guys that you feel like can be the best player and win a championship. That's going to help me understand what we're thinking.
What are we calling
Luka's
young?
one.
Yeah, Luka's one. What are we calling young though?
Could Devin Booker be the best player on his team and win a championship?
I don't think so.
Ah,
I don't think so.
Trey?
No, because he don't play D. He needs other things. Like Steph Curry still needed other things too now, but he's really, really good.
mm-hmm.
I think Trey's dynamic enough. John Morant.
Can Dame Lillard
John Morant can.
win a championship being the best player on his own team?
I'm gonna say it's tough. I'm gonna say it's tough only because of this. And this is why I say this. I saw this stat today. There's only one guard in the NBA that ever averaged over 13 points and 21 points a game. You know who that guard was?
There's only one guard. Say what? Say it again.
Over 21 points a game and 13 assists.
You say Isaiah Thomas?
Isaiah Thomas. What? Name the other. How tall is Steph Curry?
6'3".
Listed as 6'3".
Isaiah was 6'1". So we stay with the 6'1", small guard. How many small guards have won a championship?
Like they was the face. They was the face of their of the
That's
team.
what I'm saying. Face of their team.
So I believe it. So let me ask this: if you take Klay Thompson off of Golden State, you move CJ McCullough, and you do just an even swap.
Golden
CJ
State's not winning. Golden State's not winning. They're not gonna have the defensive part is gonna hurt them from winning.
That's my point. But does Portland win it? And who's the best player? If Klay Thompson is in Portland, who's the best player, him or Dame?
I still think Dame.
Yeah, Dame's still the best player. That's why Klay's a piece to them winning. Klay ain't gonna be better than Dame. They're not gonna be better than Dame.
So replacing CJ. So we're just saying Klay's better than CJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, defense, like you got to take all of that into the defensive part of it, the way he shoots it. Like Portland's problem, though they're both very good, is they're 2 small guards in the backcourt. Like that's why they have. So you combine them 2 plus Melo, they're not very good defensively. Think about Golden State was good. They had length and they had people who could defend. They had people that could defend at the rim. Draymond could defend. Klay Thompson could defend. KD had the length. So it masked Steph Curry. When they lost to the Lakers, to Cleveland, right? The year Klay got hurt, it allowed them to put Steph, when KD and Klay got hurt, it allowed them to put Steph in pick and rolls, and they had nobody that could defend, that could help them. That's your problem with the Hawks right now.
Hey, so if you put Klay Thompson on the Utah Jazz, do they win a championship?
No,
I think they do.
I don't think so.
I think if you put Klay Thompson on Utah, they win a championship.
Damn, she gave me her number quick.
And Klay Thompson is the best player on the team.
So Klay Thompson better than Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
All right, let's end the show, Dre.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's a 3-time champion. He's one of the best shooters of all time. We're talking about one of the greatest shooters of all
But they're not
time.
winning. They're not winning the championship, bro. They're not.
Defensively with Donovan, Klay, Gobert. No?
They'll be good, but they ain't winning a championship.
Okay.
I got to see more of Porter Jr. I can't say
Who?
Michael Porter Jr. I mean, he's been good, but
Playoff time is going to tell us a lot, man.
I do believe in Tatum, though.
Tatum gonna be a problem.
Don't
Hey,
believe.
so hey,
Don't believe the hype. Yeah.
so let me tell you this: if Boston make a run,
They're not making a run.
how much? Hey, I'm a Kimber fan.
Hey, free my boy JB, dog.
Hey, you know they all average over 20 points, right? Kemba, Tatum, and JB.
Free JB, dog.
What's wrong with that?
Hey, Gordon Hayward dunked on somebody the other night.
Free JB, dog. The Celtics will never matter.
You just hate Danny Ainge, bro.
Kinda. I am. Okay, let's get to it.
Yeah.
I'm hating Danny Ainge. You're right. You're right. That's
Yeah,
true.
go ahead.
Okay.
Get your hate on, my brother. Get your hate on.
I'm gonna start being honest all the time. I'm over 40.
Thank you. Just call a spade a spade.
I am hating on Danny Ainge because Joe Dumars doesn't have a job. I'm just gonna be honest. I am hating. Sometimes I hate on Brad Stevens because Mark Jackson doesn't have a job. I'm gonna be fair, and they call him a genius. Joe Dumars got a championship. Really built a team and crafted a team and brought a championship to Detroit without superstars.
Hey, that's what I was thinking of. Detroit.
Hey,
Oh
is Real Hamilton better than Clay?
no.
No. I think Clay is better than what you guys are giving him, but I understand though. I get it. I'm not gonna die on that hill. James Harden is a hell of a scorer, though, man. What I see when I watch James Harden is somebody that has figured out the game of basketball.
Hey, this one Celtics hurt your feelings or steal your girl. Hey, they probably stole their lunch during high school. Or steal your girl.
Oh, it's bad.
Hey, what's the dude name? Theus, whatever he is, the 6'8" guy they play. That's who stole your lunch in high school.
Hey, they came up to Dre. You want your cornbread?
It was Carson Edwards, if y'all.
Oh, now we get into it.
It was who?
Carson Edwards. He don't even get in the game when it counts.
It's Carson Edwards. That's what makes it worse. When a dude on the bench steal your girl, that's what makes it worse, bro. You can almost take it. You gotta watch and see the pictures posted all on the gram. They flexing together like that's just. It's tough.
He's with your ex girl now. He was your girl. I know that hurt.
I'm
blocking.
I'm bullshit. Hey, Lock is about to put that shit in the group chat, dog. I know how you get down, dog.
Oh man, I'm blocking him. Ace. No, I'm not gonna go through that.
Hey, y'all ever had to watch y'all ex flourish on the gram with a
Man, we're not talking about this right now.
No.
Oh,
Hey man, I unfollow cheat. If I'm talking to you, I stop following you. I don't even want to see what you be doing because I don't even want to get the wrong idea.
That's the rule, Lock. I'm with you. Unfollow, make you invisible, ghost you, the whole nine. You once you out of here, you out of here, bro.
Man, Dre, you knew when they got married, Dre.
No, you gotta drop out to know, bro.
Dre shouldn't. This how you be a player. You seen a wedding gift. That's what I would have did.
My baby mama out there living her life, dog, and I'm proud. I'm happy for her. But she is blocked on my social media, though.
You blocked her? You blocked your baby mama?
On social media?
Yeah.
I don't want to see her post all the time. I don't need to be in her life. We need a divider. I'm telling you, that's how you raise a kid.
Like the divider they used to have in schools.
Yeah, divider. You need a. Hey, this COVID, dog. You need a man.
They didn't even call it a divider. It was called a partition.
Yeah, You need a partition. I don't have. I'm not one of those old baby dad where I feel like I own her. Like I don't want no say so in her personal life, and to make sure that I don't have no say so, I don't get to see her personal life. So yeah, I don't
I
roll.
like you, Dre. I could date your baby mama because these jokers I be running against.
I don't have no. Hey man. So
No, do not go there. No,
can we talk about this? We need to
No.
talk about this off air because I got stories.
no.
Hey,
Hey man, I ain't
boy.
got no. It's the reason why I ain't got no issues with my baby mama today, dog. We live. Hey, bro. I ain't got no problems. I ain't got no drama. I ain't got no issues. We both show up to our kids' games. Like,
Hey man, Dre, you need to write a book, man. 'Cause, man, some of these jokers, I be like, bro, it's over.
yeah, dog. You got to know when
It's
it's
over. Like you get mad, you know. Now you want to come in a girl life in the son's life, but you owe 10,000 on child support. And you
Go ahead and end this, dog.
gonna come back in, man? Let me be happy. Let me enjoy this little time.
Hey, you want me stepdaddy, dog?
Hey, bro, I got my stepdaddy license when I was 22.
That's one thing I ain't never had to deal with neither, because I've always been so close to my kids that I ain't never had to deal with somebody else raising. I always felt like, hey man, go have a good time, drop him off with me. Y'all stay gone, enjoy yourself, do your thing. But you gotta block them on social media, dog. Don't torture yourself like that. To all the baby dads, baby fathers who listening, you trying to watch and see when she buy new weave and try to see when she get a
Who she with?
dog. I'm gonna fill you in. She's going to get her hair done with your child support money. That's going to happen.
And buy me dinner with that child support money. I love hibachi.
It's gonna happen, dog. Just block her on everything, man. Take care of your kid, dog, and just ride out, dog. Got charges to the game.
Hey, write a book, man. How to be a baby daddy. That'll be a good book.
I don't know if that's what I want to master, but
Hey,
I don't know if that's what I want my claim to fame to be, but I've done it. All right, so I done put all my personal business out on the streets, man. We can end the show.
I tried to get you to stop, man. I tried to get you to stop.
Hey, at least y'all know ain't no drama. Hey, man, I don't want no smoke.
hey,
I don't
man.
want no smoke, dog.
But that's why people rock with the show, man. You know, they really getting to know us.
Yeah. You see my baby
Yeah.
mama in the streets, man. Wave, man. Tell her you watch the show.
I'm glad I ain't got no baby mama. Yeah, that's off discussion. That's off
Hey, she came to the I was so proud. She came to the workout with the I'm Dewan's #1 fan. Like she had the shirt made. She a full-blown basketball mom, dog.
That's what's up.
That's the only one encouraging thing I will say, fellas. Find you a baby mama that's gonna take your son to workouts. That's important. Sometimes he just need a ride, bro. Being a human taxi cab as a dad ain't easy.
Stop recording, Dre. Stop recording.
I told you write a book, Jerry.
Hey,
I
that's
told you write a book.
that real talk right there.
Got to write a book, man. Hey, but you know what's funny? I'm gonna let this go. So, you know, I be coaching my stepsons, teams and stuff like that. So
We ain't gonna get into how many you got, but go ahead.
no, so one time I was a coach. It was earlier this year. Man, the kid missed like 5, 6. Well, my old stepson missed about 5, 6 kids, and his dad was there. He came to me, yeah, man. You know we got to work on these free throws. Man, I just looked at him like, man, your son be with me more than he be with you. Talking about we need to work on free throws. I said, really? I said, I'm like, yeah, man, we're gonna make them free throws. Like, man, you just happen to be here because it's a championship game. I ain't see you at 4 games. But you gonna show up at the championship. Now you want to work on free throws?
Huff, we found a subject that I ain't gonna touch. We're here.
I told you to go ahead and end the show, but you didn't want to listen to me.
We're here. I ain't touching that, dog. But I feel you, Locke. I feel you. I ain't going there though. All the dads, keep grinding, man. Do your thing. Block your baby mother on social media. Trust me, you'll feel better. Just let them take it out your check, dog, and let it go, dog. Block your baby mother.
But you a goat, man. I love to see when people have their baby mama and their wife, and the baby mama has her new dude, and all of them sitting together.
Got to do it. We here for the kid. It's not
That's
his
some
fault.
lovely shit. That's some lovely stuff.
Hey, ain't the kid's fault, dog. We here to support. Ain't the kid's fault.
I don't see some ratchet situations. Boy.
Buddy. That's our show for the week. That's our show for the week. Love you guys, man. We'll be back on Sunday. We'll be back on Sunday. We'll hold it down. It's the Love of the Game podcast, man. We out.
We out.
Boy, I got